tell this to, I teach music lessons too, and I tell this to a lot of my students, like, that's actually where I got to go run and do. I teach right here in town, actually, at the
guitar?
Actually,
or drums?
I actually teach piano mostly. I do have guitar students, but like I mostly teach piano just because that's kind of what a lot of kids.
Our daughter wants me.
There we go. Yeah.
Noted, Fuzz.
Yeah. No, I have private students that come to me, and then I go to the house, but I also teach right here in town at the Devalda Dance Center.
Oh, no kidding.
They do things here. You know that place?
Yeah.
So I'm like the music teacher there, and so that's why they're like, it's all young girls who don't want to play guitar; they want to play piano or sing.
That's our daughter. That's your daughter. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's my daughter. I know all the Taylor Swift songs.
Like checking literally everything she talks about. I mean, mind you, it's just her singing a song and playing each note that they sing, right?
With one finger. With one finger.
Oh God. I know. No, she has fun, which I love. Music is so important.
The reason why I brought that up is because I often tell them, like, some of the ones who are a little more serious, like I got some older ones who are like, I actually teach Brendan Fraser's son. Do you know the actor Brendan Fraser?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
He comes over to my house. He's super cool. He's 18. Yeah. He's like, long hair, like blues rock guy. Like, and we talk about music career stuff, and I'm like, one thing you got to know is that it's constantly, it's this like, it's like a maze. Like, you're just gonna be like, I'm doing this thing now, and then it's gonna lead to that thing. And it's like, the main advice I give is that just try to leave as many doors open as possible, because it's all about that. It's like, I did this thing and it led to that thing, and then this thing happened, and that before you know, you're like, I don't know how the hell I got here. Yeah. It was like this, but that's, if you didn't leave those options open, those things. But like I gave you that kind of quick rundown of the like Deep Banana history. It's like it's so complicated when you think about all the ways that this one met that one and this one that, and you bring that person, and then it's just like this. You could write a whole novel about it.
It's a wild ride for sure.
Periods of time in my life I did a lot, but it started when I was in college. That was my college job. A friend of mine, taught at a music store, and he's like, they need a guitar teacher. I was like, all right, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I was like, I'll do it. And I've been doing it, for a very long time, since college.
That's so cool.
There have been times in my life where I couldn't do it because I was like, I'm on the road for 2 months. I'm like, and so it's sort of slowed down and picked up, but it's picked up a lot recently because I've just been around, when you do one leads to another, they're like, Devalda's like, I heard you were a music teacher. I'm like, all right. So it's like things come up, and if it makes sense, I'll do it.
It's an opportunity. And it must be such a nice change of pace too, right? Like, obviously so different from being on stage.
It's a different thing. I mean, obviously it's the same thing. And I was just telling this to a friend as well, like that, making music and putting it out there. Like, so what I get out of that, it's like, is just, that's why I think I like to do like dance music, like Big Banana Blackout, but also Caravan of Thieves too. It's not dance music. It's like, it's the same, I'm not just like, I don't know that I would ever be like the introspective, singer-songwriter who's just like got his head down singing. I'm just like I'm more about like, I want to engage the audience, and so like that's why I got very drawn to doing funk music that led to Deep Banana Blackout, because I was like, I see all the people dancing, I'm like, this is for me. Like, I'm like, I want to make it like, so that's how I get fulfilled from it, like watching other people, or when people come up and say, I was having a really shitty week, but then I came to your show and I'm feeling awesome now. Like, and I'm like, okay, my work here is done. But so that same thing happens in the lessons. It's different. Obviously it's not the same, totally. but it's like, this really changed my life, or the parent is like that, they're all of a sudden they seem to really be interested and focused on something. It's like, helping them find some sort of passion, and I was saying this even about this, I just got this young student who's like, he's just turned 6.
Yeah. Super young.
And of course there's been all this discussion about like, can we get him to focus? And I'm like, look, and I even said this right to the parent. I'm like, look, and she's totally into this. Like, I was like, we may not learn all that much, but if he comes away from this being like, music is cool and fun and the teacher's fun, and I'm not like, stop it, don't do this, like, it's like, we actually, not that I'm not like, whatever you want to do, you want to jump off the thing, break your neck, like, I mean, like, obviously I'm like I I am
structure,
you know, but I'm not like you didn't practice. What the hell? I just like, you know. So we like, I make it fun.
Yeah.
And like and then that way, at least even if he didn't learn a whole lot, but he's like, music is cool and it's a fun thing to learn, and maybe he'll want to take it in school, and maybe, you know, like it's just sort of, it's more like intro to music or music appreciation or something like that, you know. And
no, I think that's a great approach.
Yeah,
a great approach.